ज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुर्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुश्रीयुत्पदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सघनरघुनाथं दत्तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादं सघनललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीन बंधु जगतपते गोपेश कांत राधा कांत नमस्तते तप्त कांचना गौरंगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी ऋषभानुसुते प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। पांचाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा। Okay, so tomorrow is Janmashtami, so we should prepare our consciousness. I just kept this class. I know everybody is extremely busy with the services tomorrow. For tomorrow, preparing, some are busy preparing bhoga, some are preparing, some are decorating the temple, making the garlands. Multiple services are there. But still, I keep a 1 hour class so that we can just have just sit down and meditate on the different leelas of Krishna. Some pastimes are very common, like Putana, killing of Agasura. These are very just as we listen to that, as we just listen to that topic, Putana killed. So we feel, "Arey, kitni baar sun chuke hain? Putana killed. Thousands of times we have heard about Putana killed." Still, when we again hear it or read it in the Krishna book, we feel like, hey, so many things we don't know about Putana killed also. Okay, so why? Because see, what is the difference? When we hear anything of this material world, it's like chewing the chewed. जैसे गन्ने का जूस पता है ना, हम गन्ने का रस पीने जाते हैं तो कैसे वो गन्ना वाला उसको डालता ही जाता है, डालता ही जाता है, डालता ही जाता है, जब तक उसमें से लास्ट ड्रॉप ऑफ जूस ना निकल जाए। एंड देन एट द एंड जो बच जाता है, ठीक है, उसमें बिल्कुल भी जूस नहीं रहता, इट डजंट हैव एनी जूस। स्टिल इफ वी ट्राई टू सक जूस फ्रॉम दैट, कैन वी गेट इट? नो। सो द मटेरियल प्लेजर्स आर लाइक दैट, it's chewing the chewing, there is no juice inside, but still we want to chew it. But for the spiritual pleasure, it's not like that. Hare Krishna Mahamantra, we are chanting since last 20 years, some are chanting last 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, but still do any time we feel like, अरे कितनी बार हरे कृष्णा बोलेंगे, थक चुके हैं बोलते बोलते. We don't feel like this. It's always fresh. Even if we have heard this Putana kill so many times, still if we hear that from a pure devotee, from advanced devotees, then we feel, अरे कितनी सारी चीजें, so many lessons we learn from Putana kill, right? So why? Because spiritual topics are ever fresh, ever fresh. They never became stale, they never become old, right? So that's why any Leela of Krishna, even if we hear multiple times, then also it's ever refreshing, ever fresh, ever rejuvenating, ever enchanting, right? Okay, so tomorrow is Janmashtami. We should prepare our consciousness. It's the most important thing is preparing our consciousness that yes, see, every year Janmashtami comes. Since last 10 years or 20 years or 30 years, we have joined ISKCON. And before also, some are celebrating before also. Before they joined ISKCON, still they are celebrating Janmashtami, right? But as we joined ISKCON, and after that also, so many times Janmashtami comes, and we know it that it's the appearance of Lord Krishna. Now we have to wake up till 12 o'clock. We have to fast till 12 o'clock. And this is the biggest fasting the whole year. Sabse bada fasting hai Janmashtami. The most unbearable, the most difficult. We have to fasting के साथ साथ we have to fast with sleep also, because we have to wake up till 12 o'clock. कोई भी ऐसा नहीं करता है, सिर्फ कृष्णा ही हमसे ऐसा करवाते हैं. भगवान के अलावा कोई हमसे, ना तो चैतन्य महाप्रभु हमसे करवाते हैं, ना बलराम जी हमसे करवाते हैं, ना क्या बोलते हैं, नरसिंह भगवान हमसे करवाते हैं, ना रामचंद्र जी हमसे करवाते हैं. कोई हमसे इतना देर तक ना तो हमें जगाता है, ना हमें फास्टिंग करवाता है. But Krishna makes us fast till 12 o'clock and makes us wake up till 12 o'clock. Okay, this is the speciality of Lord Krishna. कि भाई भक्तों को रात को 12 बजे तक जगना है और रात को 12 बजे तक फास्टिंग करना है. Then only we are able to sleep after that. And definitely we don't feel like sleeping then, because next day is Prabhupada Parents Day. So it's like 1.5, 2 days complete fasting and no sleep and full of service, full packed with service, no time at all. Okay, so this is what Krishna. So how to prepare our consciousness? See, I just want to bring your notice before narrating this pastime of Pondarak, that in the advent of Lord Krishna, we see that we discussed in the previous class how Krishna appeared in the womb, how Krishna first entered the mind of Vasudev and then entered the womb of Devaki and then appeared. This is what is written in Krishna book. कि पहले भगवान वसुदेव के माइंड में आए, फिर देवकी के वूम में आए और फिर 4 भुज फॉर्म में appear हुए. Right? This is what is said. Then, so in the appearance of Lord Krishna, we see that Krishna was not the first child. Krishna was the 8th child. Krishna was the 8th child of Devi. Already 6th child was killed by Kamsa, and 7th child was transferred from Devaki's womb to Rohini's womb, and 8th child was Krishna. So, if we just meditate on this lila of Lord Krishna's appearance, we see that 6th child were killed by Kamsa. What does it represent? 6 children were killed. What does it represent? It represents, the Acharya says that actually Leela तो ऐसी है कि Kamsa was Kalanemi in the previous birth. He was Kalanemi. He was a demon Kalanemi in the previous birth, and the demon Kalanemi was cursed that in the next birth you will kill your own sons. Kalanemi had 6 sons, and then he was cursed that in the next birth you will be Kamsa, and you will yourself kill your all the sons. This was the curse to Kalnemi. Okay, so Kalnemi became Kamsa in the next birth, and he killed all the 6 sons of Devaki, right, which were actually the sons of Kalnemi in the previous birth. This was the curse to Kalnemi actually, right? And second thing, we see that the 6 sons of Devaki were killed, and these 6 sons actually represent Kam, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mad, Matsarya. All the 6 anarthas that is in our heart is represented by the 6 sons of Devaki. Okay, so what does it symbolize? What does that demonstrate? That Leela demonstrate that कि जब हमारे जैसे 6 बच्चों के मारने के बाद 7वां तो मिसकैरेज था, इट वाज डिमॉन्स्ट्रेटेड भाई 7वां तो मिसकैरेज हो गया, मतलब इट्स ट्रांसफर्ड फ्रॉम देवकी's womb to रोहिणी womb. वो बच्चा तो देवकी का था ही नहीं, वो रोहिणी का था. So after killing the 6 sons, then Krishna appeared in the womb. This symbolizes that when all the anarthas, Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moh, Mad, Matsarya, will be destroyed in our heart, जब वो पूरी तरह से रिमूव हो जाएगा हमारे हृदय से, then Krishna will appear in our heart. And that is the real meaning of Janmastami. This is how we have to take Janmashtami. Janmashtami means everybody knows the appearance of Lord Krishna in jail in Mathura, right? But what exactly it means to us? It actually means the appearance of Lord Krishna in our heart. But because there is so much dirt in our heart, Krishna doesn't find any place to sit in our heart. भगवान आना चाहते हैं, जैसे for example, in a room there is one chair, right? And we have invited a very esteemed, very prestigious guest, very important guest to our house, maybe Prime Minister, ठीक है? और हमारे घर में एक ही चेयर है, ठीक है? अभी एक चेयर है, उस चेयर पे ऑलरेडी बैठे हैं लोग, एक आदमी बैठा है. अब now the guest has come, where will the guest sit? He will not sit, he will go back, right? The same with us. There is only one sitting place in our heart, either Krishna or the 6 anarthas. So now, because all the 6 anarthas are sitting in our heart, देयर इज नो प्लेस फॉर कृष्णा टू सिट इन आवर हार्ट। भगवान के लिए हमने जगह ही नहीं छोड़ी बैठने के लिए। भगवान के लिए तब जगह बनेगी जब हम ये 6 अनर्थों को अपने हार्ट से रिमूव कर देंगे, और जब हार्ट इस 6 गंदगियों से स्वच्छ हो जाएगा, then Krishna will appear in our heart, and that is the meaning of Janmastami. The advent of Lord Krishna in our heart, that is the real, that is the meaning, that is what Acharya says. हर साल जन्माष्टमी आती है चली जाती है, आती है चली जाती है, आती है चली जाती है। What resolution we take? समझ रहे हैं? आती है चली जाती है, आती है चली जाती है, but we should take some resolution कि okay, now from this Janmashtami I am going to do this to remove all the 6 anarthas. हम क्या resolution लेते हैं? We should take some resolution, right? कि भाई हमने ये आज जन्माष्टमी है, मैं ये resolution लेती हूँ कि instead of chanting 8 rounds or 10 rounds, or if somebody is chanting 16 rounds, I will chant 18 rounds. So this is the resolution I have taken to remove all the 6 anarthas from my heart. Because how the 6 anarthas will be removed? The only way to remove 6 anarthas is through Shravanam and Kirtanam, through chanting and hearing the glories of the Lord. This is the only way to remove the anarthas, chanting and hearing the glories of the Lord. Shravanam, Kirtanam. And the most important thing is Shravanam. The more you hear, the more these anarthas will be removed. Okay. The more we hear in the association of devotees, the more these anarthas will be removed. This is the only thing to remove all the 6 anarthas. That's why you see in the life of Parikshit Maharaj, what he does in the last 7 days? Just hearing. He just surrendered to Sukdev Goswami and started hearing. He left sleeping, eating, nothing of the bodily requirements. सब कुछ bodily needs को सब कुछ त्याग दिया and started doing Shravan. Right? So this is, Shravanam is very important. The more we, Shravanam includes chanting, Shravanam includes reading Shastras, Shravanam includes hearing from the advanced devotees. This is all Shravanam. Or definitely you will see the change. जैसे जैसे हम see attachment to material things and attachment to Krishna go ill together. They are ill together. Ill together means the more and more we are attached to Krishna, the more and more we will become detached to these material things. Other way around also. The more and more we are detached to these material things, the more and more we are attached to Krishna. Okay. जितना हम भगवान के प्रति हमारी आसक्ति बढ़ेगी, हमारी लगाव बढ़ेगा, हमारा प्रेम बढ़ेगा, उतना ही परसेंटेज में हमारे इस भौतिक जगत के प्रति अनासक्ति बढ़ेगी और प्रेम हटेगा। ठीक है। और वो कब होगा? जब हम ज्यादा से ज्यादा भगवान के बारे में सुनेंगे। अगर कान में जैसे फ्रॉग भी आवाज करता है ना, जैसे बारिश का सीजन चल रहा है तो टर 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 टर। Yes, frog also. In the nectar of instruction, Srila Rup Goswami gave this example. We read in Bhakti Shastri that the frog also do croaking sound bolte usko, croaking sound, tar 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 tar, and they think that by doing this tar tar tar, they feel rejoiced, they feel happy, but actually by doing this tar tar sound, they are inviting the snakes to come and eat them. Because when they do this tar tar sound, the snake comes to know that there is a frog there, and the snake come and eat them. And the frog is thinking that, okay, I am such a big person, I am doing tar tar tar. The same acharyas compare this croaking sign of the frog to those persons who keep on doing prajalpa the whole day. Whole day. No Krishna Katha, just prajalpa. Aisa hua, vaisa hua, aisa hua, vaisa hua. Sometimes sitting in the train, I see 2 ladies sitting together and I just feel astonished. पता नहीं मुझे ज्यादा मतलब ऐसा प्रशंसा नहीं, मतलब मुझे ज्यादा क्या बोलते हैं, इतना क्या हुआ, ये हुआ, वो हुआ, ऐसा ऐसा ऐसा। I feel like अरे भाई इसमें क्या सेंस था? What is the sense behind all these things? ठीक है, एक बार बोल दिया कि हमने सुबह ये खाया था, ये बनाया था, अब उसी चीज को ये किया था हमने, ऐसा किया, मेरे बच्चे ने वैसा किया, ऐसा 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 ऐसा. The whole day we just spent in that. We ate this yesterday, we met this yesterday, we did that. We should just sit for 5 minutes and just reflect कि भाई ये चीज बोलने से, ये चीज करने से क्या फायदा हुआ, उस व्यक्ति को क्या फायदा और मुझे क्या फायदा हुआ. There is no, and especially these things are seen in ladies. We don't such things in men. मतलब we see, but it's less in men, if I am right. Yes. ये सब चीज हम लेडीज में ज्यादा पाते हैं, ज्यादा प्रजल्प करने की जो हैबिट है, पर मेन में हम ज्यादा नहीं पाते, ये सब कम पाते हैं. ओके, okay, just leave the matter. Okay, so this is the consciousness that we should keep on Janmashtami, that we have to, that today is the appearance of Lord Krishna, and I have to prepare my heart. I have to prepare my heart in such a way that once Krishna appear in my heart. That should be the consciousness of Janmashtami. And the word Krishna, actually my son was preparing. Some points are telling, I am telling from his preparation for tomorrow, because he has to give a speech tomorrow in this program, cultural program in Sanskrit. So we were just preparing I was preparing in English. I was making him prepare in English, and then he will translate in Sanskrit. So some points are just recalling what he prepared. So he was just searching the meaning of the name Krishna, and we got a very nice verse in Chaitanya Charitamrita, 9.30 verse. And it's very nicely, it explained the meaning of the word Krishna. It says that Krish means the all attractive feature of the Lord. Krish means the all attractive feature of the Lord. And Na means the spiritual bliss. Right? This is what is explained in that verse. I will share this verse in the group. And actually, multiple scriptures have multiple meanings of the word Krishna. देख रही थी मैं उसको प्रिपेयर करा रही थी, तो आई वाज जस्ट सर्चिंग इन द गूगल, टाइपिंग दैट आर्टिकल्स ऑन जन्माष्टमी, ऐसे ऐसे करके. तो मुझे एक फोलियो मिला जिसमें बताया कि नेम कृष्णा के बहुत सारे मतलब है, मतलब शास्त्रास, फ्रॉम शास्त्र लाइक महाभारत, पद्म पुराण, चैतन्य चरितामृत, ऐसे करके अलग अलग सोर्सेस दिखा रहा था. तो बहुत सारे मतलब बता रहे थे नेम कृष्णा, सिर्फ वर्ड कृष्णा के बहुत सारे मतलब बता रहे. उसमें द नेम कृष्णा एक मतलब जो चैतन्य चरितामृत में दिया है, वर्ड कृष्ण मीन्स the all attractive feature of the Lord, and Na means the spiritual bliss. वहां पे एक आर्टिकल मैंने देखा, बहुत अच्छा, जस्ट आई विल जस्ट टेल दिस एंड देन वी कम टू द लीला. बहुत अच्छा एक एनालॉजी बताया था. ऐसा बताया कि जस्ट एज अ मैग्नेट ऑटोमेटिकली अट्रैक्ट्स आयरन, राइट? Magnet automatically attracts iron ना. If I kept a magnet here and if there is any iron product, कोई भी लोहे की चीज होगी, तो तुरंत उसको अट्रैक्ट करता है ना, उसको कहने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती, आयरन अपने आप अट्रैक्ट होकर उसके पास आ जाता है, राइट? Similarly, the Lord is like a magnet, and the Lord is so attractive, okay, that all the living beings are like iron. They are swabhavik, they are automatically attracted to the Lord. ठीक है, तुरंत हमारे मन में पॉपअप होगा. It's not like that. So many beings, so many people are not attracted to the Lord, right? Whatever I said, तुरंत mind में ये question आएगा कि no, so many people are not attracted to Krishna. You are saying that Krishna is all attractive, but still people are there. Our relatives are there, our family members are there. They're not attracted to Krishna. So why are you saying that Krishna is all attractive? So there, the explanation was, see, Krishna is all attractive. Krishna is like a magnet, and we all are like iron. We are automatically attracted towards the Lord, as a iron is attracted to the magnet. But the thing is, if the iron is rusted, or if the iron has muddy particles on it, then even if the iron is kept near the magnet, it will not be attracted to the magnet. You try it at home. If the iron is rusted, अगर आयरन रस्ट लगा हुआ है या आयरन के ऊपर बहुत सारे मडी पार्टिकल्स हैं, तो आयरन विल नॉट बी अट्रैक्टेड टू द मैग्नेट. सेम केस विद अस. एक्चुअली by constitutional position we are automatically, we are supposed to get attracted to the Lord, because the Lord is all attractive. And Na means the spiritual bliss. And Lord is Akhila Krishna, Akhila Rasamrita Murti. The Lord is Akhila Rasamrita Murti. That means he is the reservoir of all bliss. मतलब भगवान का जो पूरा शरीर है ना, जैसे मैंगो देखा है ना आपने, मैंगो जब सीजन में आता है, कहीं से भी दबाओ जूसी जूस होते हैं। एक अच्छा राइप मैंगो आप दबाओ, वेर एवर यू प्रेस इट यू विल गेट अ स्वीट जूस, राइट। सभी जगह से सीन हटाएंगे तो पूरा पल्प जूस से भरा रहेगा। सिमिलरली द लॉर्ड इज फुल ऑफ ब्लिस। लॉर्ड का जैसे हमारा शरीर कैसे मांसपेशियां, ब्लड, म्यूकस, बाइल, all dirt is inside our body, but Krishna's body is Akhila Rasamrita Murti. This is what Shastra says. Akhila Rasamrita Murti. मतलब his whole body is full of spiritual bliss. Bliss ही bliss है, यहाँ से दबाओ तो भी bliss है, वहां से दबाओ तो भी bliss है, यहाँ से वहां से सब जगह bliss. So and why and we are always hankering for bliss. और हमारा क्या नेचर है कि we always hanker for pleasure, bliss. हम हमेशा आनंद की खोज में लगे रहते हैं। कोई भी चीज खरीदते हैं, खाते हैं, पीते हैं, रहते हैं, किसी के साथ रहते हैं, हम हमेशा bliss की तलाश में रहते हैं। And because the Lord is full of spiritual bliss, we are naturally attracted to the Lord for that bliss. But the problem is it's like iron covered with the muddy particles. And because of that, we are not attracted to the Lord. Because our heart is covered by all types of material contamination. But as soon as that material contamination gets over by hearing and chanting about the Lord, automatically we will be attracted to Lord Krishna. इसीलिए हम चैतन्य चरितामृत अगर पढ़ेंगे तो हम देखते हैं कि डिवोटीज संकीर्तन में इतने भाव विभोर हो जाते हैं, अष्ट सात्विकी विकार आ जाता है, आंखों से आंसू आंसू बहने लग जाते हैं, कंपन होने लगती है, बेहोश होके गिर जाते हैं। हम सोचते हैं अरे हमें तो कभी बेहोशी, हमें तो कमजोरी में बेहोशी आती है, बस हमें प्रसाद नहीं मिलता है तो बेहोशी आती है, हमें ठंडी में ठंड लगती है, और हमें रोना तब आता है जब हमारे नियर एंड डियर वंस को कुछ हो जाए, राइट। पर ऐसा जब सुनते कि भगवान के कीर्तन में इतने आंसू बहे, इतने आंसू बहे कि समुद्र बह गया, भगवान के कीर्तन में इतना कंपन हुआ कि शरीर के रोंगटे खड़े हो गए, ऐसा सुनते हैं तो हमें लगता है अरे ये तो बड़ा विचित्र, हमें तो कभी ऐसा एक्सपीरियंस नहीं हुआ, वी नेवर एक्सपीरियंस सच थिंग्स, बट इट्स हैपनिंग टू डिवोटीज who are pure at heart, who have no material contamination. हमारा प्रॉब्लम क्या है कि अभी हमारे हार्ट इतना हैवी हो रखा है, हैवी विथ ऑल टाइप्स ऑफ इम्प्योरिटीज, काम, क्रोध, लोभ, मोह, मद, मत्सर, इतनी सारी इम्प्योरिटीज से हैवी हो रखा है कि हमारे हार्ट में भगवान का नाम डालते हैं तो भी कोई असर ही नहीं पड़ता। नो विकार। ठीक है, धीरे धीरे ग्रेजुअली इट विल हैपन। तभी तो बोला कि उत्साह निशा धैर्य, वी शुड हैव पेशेंस, ग्रेजुअली इट विल हैपन, इट्स हैपनिंग, डेफिनेटली इट्स हैपनिंग। अगर हैपन ही नहीं होते फिर जुड़े ही क्यों हैं, सुन ही क्यों रहे हैं, जाते ही क्यों है मंदिर, परवाही क्यों कर रहे कि भाई जन्माष्टमी है कल, भाई वी आर बॉदर्ड। अगर कुछ हो ही नहीं रहा है, हमारे हृदय में कुछ परिवर्तन होता ही नहीं है, तो हम परवाही क्यों कर रहे हैं भगवान की? हम क्यों सोच रहे हैं कि कल जन्माष्टमी है, हम क्यों सोच रहे हैं कि परसों प्रभुपाद है, हमें क्या लेना देना? That means कि something is happening in our heart. That's why we are thinking. Okay. 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 So we just come to that lila. So the Pandarik lila. It's a very wonderful lila. That's why I chose this Pandarik lila. So Pandarak was actually, he is the false Vasudev. मतलब he is the pretender that I am Lord Krishna. मैं भगवान कृष्ण हूँ। ऐसा आपने कभी देखा है? ऐसा होता है ना कभी कभी, नॉर्मल डेज में भी ऐसा, हमने संसार में ऐसा होता है ना कि कई लोग मैं भगवान हूँ। तो Pondarik at that time 5000 years ago when Lord Krishna was there, he was the king of Dwarka. There was a ruler of Karusha. करुष देश के राजा थे पौंड्रक, एंड ही थिंक हिमसेल्फ एज कृष्णा। वो सोचता था कि मैं भगवान कृष्ण हूं, मैं सबका भगवान हूं। ठीक है, दिस मेंटालिटी इज देयर इन अस ऑल्सो। कुछ परसेंटेज में हमारे अंदर भी ये मेंटालिटी है। ऐसा नहीं कि हम लोग इस मेंटालिटी से पूरा मुक्त हैं। उस परसेंटेज में हम ऐसा तो नहीं बोल रहे कि हम भगवान हैं, पर वो स्वामित्व की भावना हमारे अंदर है, द टेंडेंसी टू बी द मास्टर। इसीलिए तो हमें किसी का डोमिनेशन पसंद नहीं आता, हमें किसी का रूलिंग पसंद नहीं आता। वाइफ को हस्बैंड का डोमिनेशन पसंद नहीं आता, राइट। वाइफ को मदर इन लॉ का डोमिनेशन पसंद नहीं आता, राइट। हमें हमें किसी का डोमिनेशन, हमें हमें ऐसा लगे, अच्छा तुम मुझे डोमिनेट कर रहे हो, तुम मुझे डिक्टेट कर रहे हो, तुम मेरे मास्टर बन रहे हो, आई डोंट वांट टू कीप एनी रिलेशन विथ यू। दिस इज व्हाट वी थिंक, व्हाई? बिकॉज दैट टेंडेंसी, फ्रॉम वेयर दिस टेंडेंसी इज कमिंग? अभी आपने सोचा ये भावना कहाँ से आ रही है हमारे अंदर कि हम किसी के मास्टर, हम किसी के सर्वेंट नहीं बनना चाहते, हम सबके मास्टर बनना चाहते। अगर कोई भी हमें डिक्टेट करेगा, इवन कोई हमारा क्या बोलते हैं, सबसे बेस्ट फ्रेंड क्यों ना हो, अगर हमें डिक्टेट करेगा, एक बार करेगा तो सहन कर लेंगे, दो बार करेगा सहन कर लेंगे, पर चौथी बार करेगा या पांचवी बार करेगा तो चल तू अपने रास्ते में अपने रास्ते। दिस इज व्हाट वी थिंक, मतलब वी डोंट लाइक डोमिनेशन, and this tendency is coming by because we don't like the domination of Krishna to on us। ये हमारे अंदर एक मिलियंस एंड बिलियंस ऑफ ईयर्स से चली आ रही एक टेंडेंसी चल रही है, because we are rebellious sons of Krishna, we don't want the domination of anybody, but if we see the life of pure devotees, they don't care। रसिकानंद की कथा में आपने शायद सुना होगा, रसिकानंद, anybody has heard about रसिकानंद? there is a book there is a book there is this volume book of by my Guru Maharaj, the story of Rasikanand. Please see in the internet. He is a ideal devotee of the Lord. There is a book by Bhakti Vikas Maharaj, the story of Rasikanand. Okay, we'll take one class on Rasikanand. After this Janmastami and Radhashtami, we'll take one class on Rasikanand. There's so many pastimes of Rasikanand. Rasikanand के गुरु भाई आए थे, there is one pastime, मतलब just trying to show the humility of pure devotees। वो लोग कितने humble थे, ठीक है। and they, because Rasikanand was getting praised by people, तो कुछ jealous लोग रसिकानंद से उन्होंने उनको पैरों से ठोकर मारा, पैरों से, रसिकानंद को पैरों से ठोकर मारा। रसिकानंद just hold his feet and said that आपको तकलीफ तो नहीं हुई, आपको तो कुछ परेशानी नहीं हुई ना। मतलब सी द ह्यूमिलिटी ऑफ प्योर डिवोटीज। प्योर डिवोटीज इतने हम्बल हैं, डिस्पाइट दे हैव अ वेरी हाई पोजीशन, they are pure devotees of the Lord, they are the most beloved devotees of the Lord, but still they are very humble। why? because there is no tinge of domination। स्वामित्व की भावना बिल्कुल खत्म हो चुकी है। किसकी भावना आ गई है? दास की भावना आ चुकी है। और हमारे अंदर स्वामित्व की भावना 90% है। मैं अपने अंदर बता रही हूँ, अपने अंदर स्वामित्व की भावना 90% और 10% है सर्वेंट की भावना। इसीलिए हमेशा कॉन्फ्लिक्ट बना रहता है, कॉन्फ्लिक्ट 2% में हमेशा कॉन्फ्लिक्ट बना रहता है, क्योंकि एवरीबडी इन दिस मटेरियल वांट्स टू बी स्वामी एंड वेरी लेस पीपल वांट्स टू बी सर्वेंट्स। दैट्स व्हाट। ओके, तो पौंडरक वाज imitation Vasudev, he wants to be, he said that I am Krishna। तो पौंडरक ने एक बार एक मैसेंजर को भेजा कृष्ण के पास द्वारका। तो वो मैसेंजर गया द्वारका में और कृष्ण के पास जाकर इन द असेंबली, when Krishna was sitting with all other court members, in the members of the court in the assembly, the messenger went and said to Krishna that okay, there is a message from Pondarak that now onwards I am Krishna, I am the supreme Lord। और ये जो आप चार जो वेपन रखते हो, अपना शंख चक्र गदा पद्म, ये सब आप मुझे दे दो, ये सब आपको बिलोंग नहीं करता है, ये सब मुझे बिलोंग करता है। और आज से आप अपने आप को भगवान नहीं बोलोगे, आप अपने आप को महान नहीं बोलोगे, आप मुझे भगवान समझोगे। और अगर आप ऐसा नहीं करोगे तो यू फाइट विथ मी। दिस इज द मैसेज फ्रॉम द मैसेंजर पॉन्डरक, फ्रॉम पॉन्डरक द मैसेंजर सेड दैट। तो जब मैसेंजर से ऐसा सुना तो कृष्णा स्टार्टेड लाफिंग, और जो सारे मेंबर्स जो थे, दूसरे मेंबर्स, एवरीबडी स्टार्टेड लाफिंग 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 लाफिंग। इतना हंसे कि पेट फूल गया हंसते हंसते। एक बार ऐसा होता है ना हमारे साथ भी, इतना कोई ऐसी मजाक बोलता है कि इतना हंसी आती कि पेट ही फूल जाए। वैसे ही जब ऐसी बात सुना वो लोगों ने कि ऐसा कोई व्यक्ति है जो अपने आप को ऐसा बोला कि मैं तो भगवान हूँ, और मैं तो कृष्णा हूँ, और मैं तो चतुर्भुज भगवान विष्णु हूँ। तो सब लोग हंस हंस के पेट फूल गया सबका। यस, वो लोग ने ऐसा जोक कभी सुना ही नहीं आज तक। देन the messenger told that okay, now you either you fight or you give up your ऑथोरिटी, मतलब ये जो राजा का, जो द्वारका के राजा जो आप बन के बैठे हो सब आप छोड़ दो, और या तो फिर हमसे फाइट करो। तो कृष्णा सेड ओके, आई विल फाइट विद यू, टेल पौंड्रक दैट आई एम गोइंग टू फाइट। ठीक है, तो बोले ठीक है। तो जो मैसेंजर है वो पौंड्रक के पास चला गया बोलने के लिए, वासुदेव, he considered himself वासुदेव। तो जब पौंड्रक जब कृष्णा का जो मैसेज लेकर मैसेंजर पौंड्रक के पास गया, एट दैट टाइम पौंड्रक वाज नॉट एट करुष, ही वाज इन द किंगडम ऑफ काशी। सोचिए, फ्रेंडशिप भी बनाना, कितने राइट लोगों से हमें फ्रेंडशिप बनानी चाहिए, इससे ये भी लेसन प्राप्त होता है। ये जो लीला है, इससे अच्छा एक्चुअली हमें बहुत सारी चीजें समझ में आती है। पहला चीज तो कभी भी अपने आप को भगवान नहीं मानना चाहिए, क्योंकि हम भगवान नहीं है। ठीक है, भगवान सिर्फ कौन है? भगवान कृष्ण है, हम सब उनके दास हैं। सेकंड इज, पौंड्रक का एक बहुत अच्छा फ्रेंड था, वो था काशी का राजा। ठीक है, अभी काशी का जो राजा था वो पौंड्रक के साथ फ्रेंडशिप करने की फ्रेंड था। ठीक है, अब फ्रेंडशिप करने की वजह से जो जब भगवान कृष्ण ने पौंड्रक के ऊपर हमला किया, ठीक है, तो जब पौंड्रक के ऊपर हमला किया तो पौंड्रक उस समय काशी के राजा के पास आया हुआ था, फ्रेंड है तो मिलने आया होगा। इसीलिए भगवान कृष्ण ने करोश में हमला नहीं किया, काशी के राज्य पे हमला किया। क्यों? क्योंकि पौंड्रक वहां पे आया हुआ था। ठीक है, तो अब देखिए, फ्रेंडशिप गलत आदमी से करने से कितनी प्रॉब्लम हुई। गलत आदमी से फ्रेंडशिप किया ना, पौंड्रक से फ्रेंडशिप किया, ही वाज अ फॉल्स, ही वाज इमिटेटर, ही वाज अ पाखंडी, ही वाज अ प्रिटेंडर। ठीक है, ऐसे खरा, ऐसे ढोंगी, बदमाश और प्रिटेंडर्स के साथ अगर हम दोस्ती करते हैं तो खतरा हमारे ऊपर भी आ सकता है। यस, क्योंकि काशी के राजा ने पौंड्रक के साथ दोस्ती की, इसीलिए खतरा किसके पास आया? काशी के राजा के पास भी खतरा आया। और इसकी वजह से भगवान कृष्ण ने काशी के राजा के ऊपर युद्ध छेड़ा। क्यों? क्योंकि पौंड्रक वहां पे था। ठीक है, तो जब फिर युद्ध छिड़ गया पौंड्रक के और काशी राज्य में युद्ध छिड़ गया, तो अपने फ्रेंड है तो बचाने के लिए तो सेना तो लाएंगे ना। तो पौंड्रक ने अपने करुष राज्य से 2 अक्षौणी सेना बुलाई, और काशी के राजा ने अपने फ्रेंड को रक्षा करने के लिए 3 अक्षौणी सेना को बुलाया। तो अपना फ्रेंड, बेस्ट फ्रेंड को रक्षा करने के लिए। तो जब पौंड्रक भगवान कृष्ण के सामने आया, तो डिस्क्रिप्शन आता है कृष्णा बुक में कि पौंड्रक एकदम भगवान कृष्ण की तरह मतलब दिखने में लग रहा था, जैसे लग रहा था जैसे 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 अभी हमारे कल ड्रामा होने वाला है तो काफी बच्चे कृष्णा बनने वाले हैं। तो जैसे हाथ में बांसुरी, मोरपींछ, पगड़ी, फिर सब येलो धोती, फिर कस्तूरबा ज्वेल, श्रीवत्स मार्ग, और जो भी कृष्ण के जितने भी सब कुछ थे वो सब पौंड्रक पहन के आया था। ऐसा लग रहा था जैसे ड्रामा चल रहा है जहां पर एक व्यक्ति कृष्ण का रोल कर रहा है। इस प्रकार से पौंड्रक तैयार होके आया था। तो पौंड्रक, तो युद्ध हो गया, दोनों के बीच युद्ध हुआ। भगवान कृष्ण ने अपने एक सुदर्शन चक्र, भगवान कृष्ण ने पौंड्रक को ललकारा होगा कि देखो, मैं तुम्हें तुमने तुम्हें मेरा अस्त्र चाहिए ना, मेरा क्या बोलते हैं, शंख चक्र गदा पद्म, चारों अस्त्र चाहिए, मैं तुम्हें देने के लिए आया हूँ। लो, लो तुम ले लो। तो पौंड्रक ने बोला, लाओ, दे दो मुझे अस्त्र, दे दो तुम्हारे 4 अस्त्र, क्योंकि मैं उसका, मैं आई एम द ऑथोरिटी, आई एम द राइटफुल ओनर ऑफ दैट 4 वेपन्स। तो कृष्ण ने सुदर्शन चक्र उठाया, सुदर्शन चक्र फेंका, और पौंड्रक का सर काट दिया। खत्म, पौंड्रक इज ओवर नाउ। और उसको बचाने के लिए, पौंड्रक को बचाने के लिए काशी राजा आगे आया, क्योंकि उसका फ्रेंड है। जब काशी राजा आगे आया बचाने के लिए, जस्ट टू सेव पौंड्रक, काशी राजा वाज आल्सो किल्ड। उसको भी भगवान ने सुदर्शन चक्र से बिहेड कर दिया। तो देयर इट शोज कि इफ योर फ्रेंड इज अ प्रिटेंडर, इफ योर फ्रेंड इज अ डोगी, इफ योर फ्रेंड इज अ पाखंडी, देन इट्स अ थ्रेट टू योर लाइफ ऑल्सो। आप भी मुसीबत में पड़ सकते हो, इसीलिए बी वेयर, सोच समझ कर दोस्ती करो, राइट पर्सन से दोस्ती करो। नहीं तो ऐसी हालत होगी जैसे पौंड्रक के दोस्त काशी राजा का है, ठीक है। उसके बाद पौंड्रक वॉज ओवर नाउ। तो पौंड्रक का एक बेटा था, सॉरी पौंड्रक का नहीं, काशी राजा का, काशी के जो राजा थे, इसमें यहाँ पे काशी राजा का नाम नहीं दिया इसलिए मैं बोल नहीं रही हूँ। काशी राजा का एक बेटा था, उसका नाम था सुदक्षसेन। सुदक्षसेन, ठीक है। सुदक्षसेन को जब पता चला कि भगवान कृष्ण ने मेरे पिता को मार दिया है, तो सुदक्षसेन बहुत गुस्सा हुआ। वो बोला कि मैं इसका बदला जरूर लूंगा। मैं जो भी मेरे पिता को मारा है उसका बदला मैं जरूर लूंगा, मैं उसको मारूंगा। तो वो भगवान शिव के पास गए और भगवान शिव की आराधना करनी शुरू कर दी। स्टार्टेड प्रेइंग टू लॉर्ड शिवा, प्लीज बी मर्सीफुल टू मी, और जस्ट स्टार्टेड डूइंग ऑस्टिरिटीज टू प्लीज लॉर्ड शिवा। भगवान शिव आशुतोष हैं, तुरंत खुश हो गए, आए वरदान देने के लिए। और फिर सुदक्षिण ने कहा कि आई वॉन्ट वन बेनेडिक्शन। व्हाट इज अ बेनेडिक्शन? दैट गिव मी सम रेमेडी टू किल माय एनिमी। Because Shiva is obliged, because he's pleased by his austerity, then Shiva also has to give something. So Shiva said that okay, there is one tantric ritual, तो जो तंत्र मंत्र, दैट ब्लैक मैजिक, विच क्राफ्ट, उसका मेंशन कृष्णा बुक में भी आता है। अभी भी कुछ गाँव में अभी भी होता है विच क्राफ्ट, ब्लैक मैजिक। तो लॉर्ड शिवा सेड ओके, देयर इज अ तांत्रिक रिचुअल, you do that tantric ritual, and by invoking that tantric ritual, the tantra mantra ka jo ritual, I don't know what is about, but that invoking that tantric ritual, you will get, there is one uh, uh, one asura will be there, one evil spirit, sorry, one evil spirit will be, क्योंकि ये सब तो भूत प्रेत ये सब लोगों से, so there will be one evil spirit will be aroused, which is called dakshinagari, sorry, Dakshinagni, Dakshinagni means the south fire, the fire that is aroused at the time of dissolution. जब पूरी सृष्टि का प्रलय होता है तो जो अग्नि जलती है उसको बोलते हैं दक्षिणाग्नि। वो अग्नि को ये तांत्रिक रिचुअल से वो करो, रोज करो, अराई इसको उसको क्या बोलते हैं, इसको निकालो, उसको क्या बोलते हैं, उसको प्रज्वलित करो, दक्षिणाग्नि की, राइट। ओके, तो then Sudakshina says okay, I will do that, and started the tantric ritual. But he was not aware कि अगर उसका ब्लैक आर्ट, इसका जो ब्लैक मैजिक है, अगर वो सक्सेसफुल नहीं हुआ तो पता है क्या होता है? अगर हमारा, कृष्णा बुक में लिखा है, प्रभुपाद कह रहे हैं कि अगर अगर हमारा ब्लैक आर्ट, या हम तो ऐसा कुछ करते ही नहीं है, जो करने वाले लोग हैं, दिस आर ऑल वेरी हाईली इन द मोड ऑफ इग्नोरेंस, जो घोर तमोगुण जिसको कहते हैं ना, दैट इज कॉल्ड ब्लैक आर्ट और ब्लैक मैजिक। इसीलिए हमें डिवोटीज को तो बहुत दूर रहना चाहिए। तो इसमें प्रभुपाद बताते हैं कि जो लोग ये ब्लैक आर्ट, ये ब्लैक मैजिक करते हैं, विच क्राफ्ट करते हैं, अगर ये किसी जिसके ऊपर करते हैं, अगर उसके ऊपर वो सक्सेसफुल नहीं होता है, तो वो, अगर उसको मारने के लिए करते हैं, अगर वो नहीं मरता है, तो वो उस ब्लैक आर्ट से, मैजिक से जो उसने किया है, वो उसी से मर जाता है, खुद ही मर जाता है। ऐसा ये रूल है। See, according to the methods, Prabhupada का statement है, according to the methods of black art as instructed in Tantra scripture, if a mantra is invoked to kill someone but fails to do so, then it must kill those who employed it. जिसने वो तांत्रिक रिचुअल को एम्प्लॉय किया है, प्रवोक किया है, वो उसी को खत्म कर देता है, ठीक है। तो सुदक्षिण ने ये तांत्रिक रिचुअल को प्रवोक किया, किसको मारने के लिए? भगवान कृष्ण को मारने के लिए। संभव है क्या? बिल्कुल संभव नहीं। तो इस रिचुअल को प्रवोक करने से दक्षिणाग्नि पूरे द्वारका को जलाना शुरू कर दिया, मतलब पूरी अग्नि फैलने लगी द्वारका में, दक्षिणाग्नि। और एवरीबडी रैन टुवर्ड्स कृष्णा, कृष्णा कुछ करिए। कृष्णा जस्ट पिक्ड आउट द सुदर्शन चक्र एंड ही जस्ट थ्रू द डिस्पैच द सुदर्शन चक्र। और सुदर्शन चक्र से इतना जो आग, जितनी भी आग जो जल रही थी, बिकॉज ऑफ दिस दक्षिणाग्नि, ऑल गॉट एक्सटिंग्विश्ड, सब पूरी आग खत्म हो गई। और डिस्पाइट दैट दिस दक्षिणाग्नि ये जो था, वो कहाँ दौड़ा? वो गया काशी के राज्य में। आग लगाना चाहते थे द्वारका में, और दक्षिणाग्नि क्या हुई? अल्टीमेटली आग लगी काशी के देश में। और ये जो ब्लैक मैजिक था, बिकॉज इट वॉज अनसक्सेसफुल, इट किल्ड सुदक्षिणा। ब्लैक मैजिक, क्योंकि ब्लैक मैजिक एम्प्लॉय किसने किया था? सुदक्षेण ने, इसीलिए ये ब्लैक मैजिक किसको खत्म किया? सुदक्षेण ने. So ultimately Sudakshena died and the whole of kingdom of Kashi was destroyed. इसीलिए one should be very careful to harm others, because if you are trying to harm others, it may harm you. Okay, thank you very much. I took a 5:15. Okay, okay, okay. We'll just let others also to speak. Yes. Okay. Yes. Who will speak first? Yes. Yes. Shalini Madhavi.
Hare Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So I'm going to talk. I'm going to talk about the Krishna's pastime, which is written in the Krishna chapter number 22, stealing the garments of the unmarried gopi girls. So, looking at the time, I will make it very brief. So, at that time,
Okay.
there was a Vedic ritual to pray, to worship the goddess Durga, the Katyayani. It was done by all the unmarried girls from the Vrindavan. So what they used to do, they used to take a bath in the Yamuna every early morning, and after that they used to do the Durga Puja. For that puja, they used to prepare doll and they used to decorate it with clothes, gold, silver, all the jewelry. And this whole process they used to do for 1 month, and after 1 month, completing the 1 month, they used to ask one benediction. So in whole this worshipping, all the gopis has asked only one benediction, that is that they want to have Krishna as their husband. They want to have uh, the son of Nand Maharaj of as their husband. And in the Krishna book, it is written that Krishna is Yogeshwara. Yogeshwara is who is the God, who is the Ishwar of all the mystic power. And in the mystic power, in the yogic power, it is also known that they know the intention, they know the thoughts of other persons. So, being the Yogeshwara, Krishna knows of the Gopi's prayer towards Katyayani about him, that they want him as their husband. So Krishna decided to do one lila. So one morning when they went into the Yamuna river, so Krishna stole all the clothes of Gopi which were put on the bank, and went away and asked convince, and they come in front of Krishna. And as per the Vedic culture, as today also, so a woman get naked only in front of her husband. Okay, not in front of anyone. So by doing this thing, so Krishna is fulfilling their wish to become like to have him as their husband. So, and all the gopis surrender onto the Krishna just to please him. So to support, not support, but to explain the attitude of gopis towards Krishna, to show their bhav. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says that, like what was the gopis bhav at that time. So that I'm going to narrate exactly what Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, that my dear Lord Krishna, you may embrace me or trample me under your feet, or you make me broken hearted by never being present before me. Whatever you like, you can do, because you have complete freedom to act. But in spite of all your dealings, you are my Lord's eternally, and I have no other worshipable object. So that this was the attitude of the gopis. And it is also written in the Brahma Samhita that everyone who is everyone is bound to the fruitive active but the devotees, and the gopis are the ultimate Krishna conscious. It was like nothing to compare of anyone. And Krishna has told them that gopis, that anyone whose full consciousness is always absorbed in me, even if it is in lust, is elevated. So here, by doing this lila, what I have understood that by doing this lila, Krishna is giving the benediction, that fulfilling the benediction of being husband of all the gopis, and it also shows the level of the surrender from the gopis towards Krishna, their bhav towards him.
Yes. Very good. Very nice explanation, Madhavi. Wonderful explanation of the Leela. Thank you for so nice explanation. Okay, Krishnangi.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. You told me to speak on the Aghasur pastime of Krishna. So before that, I wanted to discuss on who Aghasur is. So Aghasur was the son of Shankachuda in previously. He was the son of Shankachuda, and he made fun of a rishi who was called Ashtavakra, who was bent, sort of misfolded in 8 places on his body. And he made Aghasur in his previous birth, as Shankachuda's son, made fun of that rishi, and so he got a body of a snake, which is very crooked. And so one day, Krishna and his friends decided to go on a picnic. And so they didn't have their morning meal. And Krishna called all the gopas and gathered them and went to the forests of Raja. And they began to play many different types of games. Like they began to mimic animals, like swans sit like this. So they also mimicked the swans and sat in a similar way. Then using their flutes, they mimicked the sounds of sparrows and nightingales, which is koyal. So they mimicked their sounds. They also played many ball games with certain fruits. And they also were chasing each other around. So one boy had the lunchbox of another boy, and they were chasing each other around. But then by the time the boy got hold of the other Gopa, then it was found out that the lunchbox was empty. Yeah, so it is also explained that this sort of pleasure that the devotees of Krishna, these Gopas, get is incomparable. Even if you achieve Brahman realization, you are not able to experience so much bliss in Krishna's presence. Yes. So then Aghasur, to take the revenge for his sister Putana and his brother Bakasur, because in this revengeful attitude, he came to Vrindavan and he took the form of a gigantic snake and opened his mouth. It is described that he was 8 miles long and his mouth covered the entire sky. So his mouth spanned from the ground all the way till the clouds. So then the Gopas, because they were always in an adventurous and playful attitude, they entered this cave, even though they were aware that this could be a demon, but because they had full faith in Krishna, that even if it is a demon, then Krishna can protect us. So they just entered in. And it is described he had red eyes, he was enormous, his tongue was extremely long and it resembled a highway. So the Gopas just playfully went in. But Krishna knew Aghasur's intention of swallowing all the Gopas. And in this way, Aghasur thought that if I swallow all the Gopas and Krishna, all the Vrajvasis will follow in their in their distress, and therefore I'll kill everyone in Vrindavan. So Krishna also entered with the Gopas. And when he entered Aghasur, he made himself extremely big. And before this, Krishna didn't take a unique form to kill any of the demons. But this was the first time that Krishna took a unique form, a gigantic form, to kill Aghasur. So he expanded himself extremely big, and so Aghasur choked. Aghasur was also expanding himself, but Krishna, obviously, he's the Supreme Personality of Godhead, so he expanded himself even more, and Aghasur choked. And thus, Krishna saved the Gopas. And when he looked at them, the Gopas actually, they had fainted because of the gases inside Aghasur's body. So when Krishna looked at them, simply by his glancing at them, the Gopas were revived and brought back to life. And this pastime, usually whenever Krishna killed any demons, the people at Vrindavan would get to know immediately of his activities. But this pastime was told to everyone in Vrindavan 1 year later, because Brahma stole the cowherd boys and calves.
Very
Hare
nice.
Krishna.
And the exciting part is like we are staying at the same place. Our Gurukul is at the same spot where this Leela has happened. This Aghasur Leela has happened the same land where our Gurukul is. That's why the name of the village is Ajay. Ajay Gaon. Ajay means A-J-A-I. Ajay. Our place is, the name of our place is Ajay Gaon. Because Ajay comes from the word Aghasur. Aghasur Leela happened, na? So that's why the name is Ajay. And it's told that there are a lot many snakes here, the place, and we often have darshan of snakes now and then. Every time the rainy season, me myself, इतने सारे सांप हमने देख चुके हैं अभी तक for 2 years. The last 2 years we are staying here. Like snakes are like members for us. There's so many snakes around. Even where we are living previously, in front of our house was a snake. हमारे घर के ठीक सामने डोर के पास सामने snake था. I just opened the door. I opened the door for Mangal Aarti, and there was a snake lying there like this. He was doing. I just opened the door, and there was a snake, and just closed the door. And we're just so afraid that snake can come from down. मतलब नीचे से आ जाएगा snake, ऐसा सोचा हमने. पर snake इतना मोटा था कि he cannot come from the downstairs the step door. फिर हमने भी called the neighbors. हमने neighbors को बुलाया सामने जो हमारे रहते थे. Then he brought a stick, big stick, and then he just snake को भगाया. और फिर हमने call किया. They have a snake catcher and so many things. Darwan are also there here and there. They come immediately for help, and then they catch the snake and then throw. So because this is a Aghasur Leela spot, so there will definitely going to be so snakes as it's told by us, by all of us. By कि भाई यहाँ snake होने ही वाले हैं, इसलिए don't be afraid. Okay, thank you for your nice explanation, Krishnangi. Okay, Aarti Sumani Madhavi. Yes.
Hare Krishna, everyone. Janmastami, Mataji. I got the topic Smanthak jewel. Then Krishna book as it is described at how Krishna got the jewel and how he recovered and how he get married to the Jamvanti and Satyabhama. So like in Krishna book as Prabhupada mentioned, so when Parikshit get to know about this, so he was curious to know that how Lord Krishna become crushed, become blamed by Satyajit. So he just wanted to know. So Sukadeva Goswami explained that Satyajit was a king in Dwaraka, and he was blessed with a god's son as the jewel of Smanthak. And it was producing 8 bharas of jewels or ratnas, and because of that he becomes so much efficient and such a great personality that people get impressed with him. So when he was coming, the people of Dwarka thought that the sun itself is coming. So they told to they told to the king that sun itself is coming. So, but Krishna denied, no, he is not. That person is not a son. He's a Satrajit. And then Krishna went to him and asked him to give this jewel uh, to the Ugrasen Maharaj, so that he can use it properly for the benefit of the kingdom. But he denied. He doesn't want to give. So once what happened, like his younger brother took that jewel, and it was like in a necklace, and he just neck around his that jewel neck around, and he went to the forest along with the horse and killed by a lion. And after killing Prasen, a lion entered in a gufa, and Jambavan, as a rich appear, killed him and got that jewel and gave it to give it to his son to play. And when Krishna just get to know about this rumor that people are saying that Krishna has stolen that jewel, so he went along with few soldiers and few people along with him to the forest to search out that jewel. He got that within a cave, in front of a cave that he found dead body, and he inside went to the cave, and he told to the people that to stay for him. And when he got to fight with Jambavan, it was going more than 28 days. So people were waited for him only 12 days. And they went back, thought that Krishna has lost or what happened, something wrong with him. So they came back to Dwarika and prayed to Ma Durga for his good being, for his wellness. And after winning Jambavan, Jamban, when he became tired, he was not able to win the Krishna. He understood that he is the God himself. So he just kneel down and surrendered to the God. And when he understood that, when he saw is the form of Rama, and he surrendered, and he also gave his daughter Jamavanti to Krishna, and along with the jewel, Smantak jewel. So in that way, Krishna married Jamwandi and took uh, took her to the Dwarika along with the jewel and returned the jewel to Satrajit. Satrajit was feeling very ashamed, as he was already blamed to the Krishna. So he was feeling very ashamed. That he thought what to do. He thought that he also would get married to his daughter to the Krishna along with the jewel. So in that way, but Krishna denied to get that jewel. He didn't take again. Keep this jewel with you only. And yes, he married with Satyabhama. This is a story.
Yes, there is actually nice benediction of that story. If you have read in Krishna book, that says that those who recite the story of Shamantaka jewel, that they will get the mercy of the Lord. There is a special benediction of Shamantaka jewel story. If you read in Krishna book, there is a special benediction actually of this story. Samantaka jewel is very dear to the Lord. This story, especially Samantaka jewel. बहुत benediction, बहुत वरदान है story का. To read the story, those who hear this story, they will get a special benediction. Okay, Kamila Mataji, are you prepared? Have you prepared the story?
Pranamadaji, I have read only once just before the class started, so it's not very well. I don't know if I should go or I should wait for the others and then go at the end.
No, others have done, Mataji. Yours is the last chance.
Oh, okay.
Last time. Please
Okay,
go
Mataji.
ahead.
Yes.
The first time I saw you.
Yeah. So I have to narrate the story
Actually,
of.
before starting, I just wanted to say to you actually what happened. I remember you sent some question of Bhagavad Gita, but actually what happened, my mobile got destroyed and it's not working. So I bought a new mobile. And when I bought a new mobile, I couldn't get the data of the previous mobile. All the data is erased.
Yes.
So because of that, I couldn't hear your question and I couldn't, sorry, please forgive, I couldn't answer the question
That's
also.
okay.
That was the
Okay.
reason.
Okay.
That later, when you start giving the message, I can reply. But before, whatever message you have sent, I couldn't reply.
Oh, I see. Okay,
That's
Mataji.
what,
Yes.
yeah. Okay, continue,
Okay.
Madhav. Yes.
So, it's about Ranchora, right? The story of
Yes.
Ranchora.
Ranchi.
I don't know very well the names. You can help me because, yeah. So, the chapter starts with, I guess, the previous pastime of Muchukunda. Is it
Yes.
Muchukunda, Mataji? Yeah.
Yes,
So
Muchukunda.
Muchukunda, who is traveling, he's going to make to different places to do tapas and austerities. The place where he goes, it's in northern place of Himalayas, and it's right now. I think that place is called Badrikashram. So I remember that place was described that it has very nice smell, not smell or the. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it was. There were some. I guess the smell was very nice, yeah. But it was very good for meditation. So he was there, he went there, and he was he could see that the era in which he is not his era, which I don't know which era he was in, but it was Kali Yuga because the people were very short. He saw that. To his surprise, people were very, very short. So yeah, he could understand. I think that's why he went to for the austerity to do the austerities, and he was yeah. Please, you can correct me because I don't remember all the details, so I might be mixing up. So yeah, I think he's going to meditate on the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So that's how this chapter starts, and then after that, the second or one, yeah, what follows is that Jarasandha, he is going to attack for the 17th time Lord Krishna, and yeah, it's going to be the 17th battle, and Lord has to go to some other place. He has to go to Mathura, and also the pastime of Rukmini marriage is going to start. So he has to leave that place. He cannot fight with Jarasandha. So he pretends that he is tired or he's afraid. So he will just flee the battlefield with his brother Balaram. And Jarasandha, of course, he thinks that, oh, he's a coward and he's just fleeing. So he decides to persecute them. And they go to this mountain, which is very much to the peak of the mountain, to take some rest. There is a lot of clouds in that area. So Jarasandha, he's persecuting them. He thinks that it's a good idea to set fire around this peak, so that they can die. So he does that. But what they do, because he's the Supreme Personality of Godhead, together with Balaram, they just jump and they just continue their way. But Jarasandha, he doesn't know that he's the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He just thinks that they are dead. So that's then for that part. And then there is one statement that Prabhupada makes that I guess that's the philosophical part, which I think you can help me understand. But he says that the demons, they always try to measure the potencies or glories of the Lord. So I guess in this case he's talking about Jarasandha. But the devotees, they just surrender to the Supreme Lord. So I read that, but I don't know how to explain in context together with this this pastime of how to explain to you what it means, or yeah, I don't know how to explain, so you can help me with that. So we continue. So then the last part is about how Rukmini, she's set to get married with Shishupala, I think. Yeah, Rukmi, his brother, he wants her to get married with him, even though the other people, the citizens of her, she's a princess of the kingdom where she lives. They don't want. They think she and Lord Krishna are a very good match, but they can't do much about it because Rukmi, he has already said their marriage. So she in this oh, sorry, I forgot. Yeah, please forgive me. I have to go back to the Janardana story, Jarasana story. The name of Krishna, it's Ranachori. Yeah, which it was a little confusing because I've heard about Lord Krishna called Ranchorji, but when I read there, it says Ranachori. So yeah, because Ranchor. Okay.
Yes.
So that's how I should
Ranchor.
read.
Ranchor, why? Because he ran from the battlefield. That's why. He ran from the
Yes.
battle. In Hindi, we say run. Run means battlefield, and chore means those who are left the battlefield and ran away, who ran away from the battlefield. That's why his name is
Yeah.
Ranchor.
Okay, but in the Krishna book, it is written Ranachori or right?
R A N
That
one
was.
CORA chore. Ranachor.
Oh yes, Ranachor. Yeah. So that's why I was confused. I was like, Ranachor sounds like Ranachori, but yeah, the pronunciation I guess is different. So yeah, I forgot to make that important point that he's known as Ranchor or Ranachor because he flees from the battlefield. So yeah. So coming back to the story of Rukmini, so yeah, she describes how she writes a letter to Lord Krishna, and she selects a brahmana who will carry this letter to Lord Krishna. So in the letter, she starts saying that she glorifies Lord Krishna. He has such a transcendental qualities that no any woman, even if she's married, young woman, they would desire to have Lord Krishna as her husband because he has such a but extraordinary qualities. So they would definitely be attracted. So she is requesting him to get married to be her maid servant. She places herself as a maid servant to be her wife, and she wants to surrender everything unto him. So yeah, she's making that request to him, and even though she does not feel qualified at all because even great personalities like Lord Shiva made such I guess austerities and to purify themselves and have the mercy of the Lord. But still she says, even if I don't get your mercy, I will have that determination to continue doing austerities and purify myself so that I can have you as my husband, even if it's not in this light. I'll have that determination. And Prabhupada writes about I really like that we should have that determination in Krishna consciousness, and I was like very inspired by that. And then so she writes this letter, and the Brahmana he goes to where Krishna is. I think it's in Mathura, and it's very nicely described how Lord Krishna receives the Brahmana. He welcomes him. I'm not sure if he receives him with prayers, but definitely he's very well as a guest. Taken care of. He takes bath, he takes meals, and he's going to also take some rest. And when he's going to take some rest, Lord Krishna goes and he massages his legs. I thought that was very cute. And after that, he inquires him about his welfare, and Prabhupada makes a point there that because he's a Brahmana, he wouldn't ask how he will inquire about his welfare is suitable to this class, to the Brahmanas. He asks about if you are your mind is peaceful. However, he asks for the welfare of the kingdom. He's coming from that kingdom to know about the Kshatriyas like that. So he makes a question suitable to him. And finally, he also, because he knows that he has brought this message, he also asks him, you can tell me, you have some message, please, you can disclose to me. So then the Brahmana, he gives this letter to Lord and he reads to him. And in that letter also Rukmini describes how Lord Krishna can come and kidnap her. So that's the way she's proposing Lord Krishna to get married to her. And there Prabhupada describes some different kinds of marriages, Rakshasa marriage, Gandhara marriage, and I think there was one more. Yeah. So this way in which she suggests she's going to get married is a Rakshasa way. So he describes how Lord Krishna can snatch her when he can go and approach her when she's going either to the temple of Durga Devi or coming back from there, because in that way there won't, when the fight will be there, it won't affect the other citizens. It will be just among the different soldiers, Kshatriyas. So yeah, he shows how he can go there and what he can do, which time he can kidnap her, and so that then after that there will be a battle which will be there won't be, how do you say this, amenities, means yeah, only the Kshatriyas will be fighting, no other class, just it will be a fight between the Kshatriyas. So that's what she, yeah. And then I think that is what we can see in this chapter. Yeah, that's how it ends, and I guess what will happen can be seen in the next chapter. But yeah, yes, Mataji. So you can, any of you, Mataji, you also can complement the story, because I feel I have not. There are some gaps I might not have covered, and especially that one, that statement Prabhupada makes, which is a philosophical point, but I'm just not able to explain to you.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you. Thank you for your wonderful explanation, Mataji. Am I audible? Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah. Thank you so much for your wonderful explanation, Mataji. So, okay, thank you so much for joining. We are just busy with other services now. Thank you. We will just meet on Monday. Thank you, Kamila Mataji, for such a nice preparation and meditating on that lila of Krishna the Ranchor. Okay, thank you, all of you. So have a nice Janmastami tomorrow, and we'll meditate on Krishna's appearance, lila, and also we'll start do some resolution in our life so that we can have Krishna appear in our heart. Try our best, and day after tomorrow is Prabhupada appearance day. So definitely we'll pray to Lord Srila Prabhupada for their mercy, and we'll keep one class on Prabhupada also. We'll remember remember Srila Prabhupada's different pastimes. Okay, thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare
All glories
Krishna.
to Srila Prabhupada. Vancha kalpataru vaishya kripa sindhu bhaivacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Anant koti Vaishnava.